Yo, you're now watching UrbanSocial TV.
What's up, fam? It's your girl Malia Brown, and you are now tuning in to Daily Grind, where we're giving you the news straight with no chaser. After 9 days of negotiations and protesting, Howard University students and administrations have finally reached an agreement in response to student demands that were sparked by the financial aid embezzlement scandal. Now, if you're not familiar with this story, a few weeks ago, Howard University President Wayne Frederick released to the public that between the time period of 2007 and 2017, some employees were getting money for tuition remission and also grants that exceeded the cost of tuition. Now, could you imagine being a student in need of financial aid and it's practically being stolen from you? Now you can imagine how the student body felt and why they were in a frenzy. Check out these clips of their sit-in and also their responses. As we all know, whether you're about to head to college, currently in college, or a recent graduate, financial aid for a lot of us is a major factor in being able to afford to go to school and complete our education. So this scandal poses a direct hit to those who have been disenfranchised because of the university's negligence. Also, it raises the question of how many other universities are getting away with the same crimes. According to U.S. News, for the 2017-2018 year, the average cost of a private university is $34,699 for tuition and fees. Public schools cost $21,632 for out-of-state students, and $9,528 for state students. And with it becoming harder and harder for students to lock down financial aid, they're having to consider other options to prevent major debt upon graduation. All right, fam, so what are your thoughts on this story? Given the current job and economic climate, do you feel like it's worth going into debt for your college education? Let us know in the comments below, and also check out the link for the full commitments that Howard agreed to. So I've been trying to figure out, should I call him Professor Q-Tip, Mr. Tip, or Professor QT? What do y'all think? I don't know, but social media has been buzzing about the most recent announcement that Q-Tip of the legendary A Tribe Called Quest group will be joining NYU to co-teach a course about the connections between hip-hop and jazz. Here's what you need to know about the class, and I need to figure out how to get some music lessons. So class begins September 5th, 2018 and will continue through the fall semester at the Clive Davis Institute of Recorded Music and the Tisch School of Arts. The class will focus on the relationship between jazz and hip-hop and examine the artists from the 1970s, 80s, and 90s who fused musical genres and generated new music techniques from it. This class is the first of its kind. I can only imagine how filled up it's going to be. Your health is your wealth. Now, there was a recent article that was done by the Wall Street Journal that basically tied a link between one's diet and depression. So let me break that down for you a little bit. People who have healthy diets, so they eat a lot of legumes, vegetables, fruits, unprocessed meats, whole grains, things of that nature, they tend to be more able to avoid depression, and also if they're experiencing depression, to treat it, as opposed to someone who has an unhealthy diet, so they eat a lot of processed foods, a lot of grease and oil, things of that nature, they're more prone to diseases and prone to experiencing depression. So there was actually a study that was done on 67 people where half of them were exposed to a sort of treatment plan that was nutrition-based, and the other half were exposed to a treatment plan that was more of a social support, which is more traditional with psychotherapy. And after 12 weeks of treatment, the individuals who were on a nutritional-based sort of plan had an extremely improvement in their mood than the ones who didn't. So that just shows that your food is a part of your health, it's part of your wellness, and it's part of your state of being. So here is why this matters for your life. Having a healthy diet is so important, not only to your physical being, but also your mental and your emotional state of being. So if you're in a space right now where you're trying to improve yourself and you're trying to get out of a sort of funk that you've been in for a while, consider self-care and consider eating better and changing your diet, because it truly has an impact on your mood. All right, fam, that's all from UrbanSocial TV. To fuel more of your grind, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Until next time.